Hello, what is up? So I thought I would actually do a follow-up video on RDNA 2 AMD, what I talked about yesterday, because there has been more news. AMD have actually come out and have clarified what they meant with the regarding game ready drivers for RDNA 2, even RDNA 1. So they've basically confirmed which they really needed to do after that silly statement because it did worry a lot of people, and even a lot of people were saying they wouldn't buy AMD anymore because there was confusion with AMD actually continuing to support these RDNA 2 graphics cards long term. But at least they've actually come out and they did the right thing because it needed to be literally said. So as I said in my previous video, um, I knew deep down that they wouldn't just drop support because, at the end of the day, historically they have looked after older GPUs with support. They've fixed them in driver updates, as Fabio said from Ancient Gameplays. So I did actually do a post very early on before all this. It was literally, I think it was on the day after AMD. Well, this interview is from Tom's Hardware, and then you had the hardware unbox video. So I said there, I wrote a post, and that was what I was thinking at the time. All that did annoy me because I really don't think they've done themselves any favours by with the way they said it. Like saying it was literally going into maintenance mode. I think that is a very silly thing to do because it just looks bad, and it just gives anyone, like, but the people who hate AMD, it just gives them a fine excuse to just hate on them and then jump on the hate train. And I saw it all over Twitter. It's all the usual suspects, but at the end of the day, I was fairly relaxed about it. All that it did annoy me. So even though deep down I knew they would still be supporting these older GPUs, there's always that element of doubt, and it doesn't help when they release statements like this. Like, this is an actual quote from an interview with Tom's Hardware. New features, bug fixes, game optimizations will continue to be delivered as required by market needs in the maintenance mode branch, and that is the issue there, the maintenance mode branch. They surely should have named it something else. They should have just named it like something like the RDNA 2, 1 and 2 branch, and just say something like it will still be getting the best support for future games, something like that. Um, yeah, that's all they needed to say, really. They need to be mindful of people will literally jump on their back the first chance they get. Especially, at the end of the day, I'm not an AMD shill, but I totally understand that AMD have always got more hate than they deserved within the PC community. So this is why I've always tried to strike a fine balance between Nvidia and AMD. I've always been straight down the line, and even in my last video, I literally said some things I wasn't impressed with, like I think FSR4 should be coming to RDNA 3 if it can't come to RDNA 2 for the full optimization, like the image quality. At least give it to RDNA 2 on some level. But at the end of the day, as I said, I've been pretty happy with my AMD experience so far. So, but there's always a little element of doubt when they release stupid statements like that. That will they actually do it? But I wasn't naive enough to think they would actually do it. I never truly believed that. So, at the end of the day, as you can see, then I did read this on Reddit very early on, and then they were saying maintenance mode means no game optimization at all, and it looked pretty negative to me. So if this is someone from AMD, then they are really not doing a good job of clearing it up either, because it pretty much says to me no game optimization. So that is the one weakness with AMD, where you try the graphics cards out. I've had a great experience with it, but then you get people within the AMD team just saying things that, and sometimes they make it worse when they're trying to clarify it, but at least they've actually clarified it in the right way now. I mean, I wouldn't have named it the maintenance mode. I wouldn't have released it or said it in an interview like that. I mean, all AMD had to do really is just name it the RDNA 1 and 2 branch and just say it's going to receive, it needs special optimization going forward for all the latest games coming out. And it's not like the latest cards, it needs a different type of optimization so all the games work going forward. And just make RDNA 2 users and 1 feel like they're still included in this, and don't call it maintenance mode, because I just think it was bloody stupid. It really was. So that's where they went wrong. I really don't believe that they were just gonna toss RDNA 2 users and 1 aside. I don't believe that, because historically they haven't done that. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's just nice to actually get AMD to actually clarify what they meant, because when you release silly statements, then it's going to make even the most loyal fans like question it. But as I said, there are people out there that really thrive on AMD doing something like this, and then they'll just jump on it. So I was wary on that as well, because I saw it all blowing up. So I was preoccupied anyway. But I did do a video on it, and I did say what my beliefs were as people probably watched it. I mean, I've watched a few other channels saying they're done with AMD and all that, and for me that's just childish. I don't act like that. I don't do shit just for clicks. But I like to share my true opinions, and I felt it was worth making a video on, because as I said, I like AMD because I like what they do, and that would have really been something I didn't like if they ended up doing that. But anyway, it's nice to see. I mean, as for PC gamers, like passionate PC gamers that like all types of legacy hardware and all that, it's just nice to know they will still closely monitor these graphics cards and give them 0-day support and all that for the latest games. Make sure they're working fine, and that's great news. I mean, I love the PC gaming community. I love how there's just so many different system types, different CPUs, GPUs, and you don't have to get the latest generation just to get the best support. So that's what I've always loved about it. So it's nice to confirm that they will be doing it, as I thought they would anyway. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.